Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Well, today VHS Halloween just came out, and I'm interested to see how it turns out. But for today, I am going to be ranking all 7 VHS films from worst to best. I've watched all 7 films last year, and while some of them have been good, some are great, some are decent, and one that's just bad, I'm gonna pretty much rank the films and their segments. So, this list is just my opinion, so without any further ado, let's just get straight into it. And coming in dead last is VHS Viral. Yeah, it's no surprise that this film is the worst film in the series. It's just bad. And let's take a look at why. Now, there are 4 segments in the movie. Starting with the worst one, Vicious Circles, the main segment. It's loud, obnoxious, the main character is annoying, it's creepily shot, and it's just annoying to watch. And this is the main segment. We're stuck here. Christ. And it ends on a stupid note. Bone Storm. Now, keep this in mind. Not all men are like this. This and the next entry. But the dudes in this movie are just the dude bros, surfer stereotype. And they fight off undead skeletons, and they kind of annoy me, but at least it's only just it's only just one segment, not the main segment, hence why it's ranked higher, but it still doesn't save it from being meh. Then we got Parallel Monsters, which was cool at first, the whole parallel universes thing, but then it ruins it with the twist that being, well, I can't say what it is because my video might get demonetized, but if you've watched the segment, then you know it. It's still terrible though. You've ruined the twist. This could have been a cool segment. And my personal favorite segment, Dante the Great. And yeah, I kind of like how stupid it is. It's fun stupid. The whole magician becoming evil. It's such a kind of an interesting idea. And I like Justin Welborn's performance. I mean, the guy is giving it his all. So, solid. Even though it kind of abandons the found footage format, at least it tries something different, even though it fails miserably. So yeah, it's the worst film in the series, and given it's only got one good segment in the film, that's pretty bad. And yeah, and sadly, the next one isn't great either, but hey, it's better than this piece of garbage. And coming up next is, at number 6, the original VHS. Now, before you say, how dare you put the original this low, it's only the theme that annoys me about this film. Now, I am not saying all men are like this. Far from it. But the way they portray the males in this movie, pretty much, they're only after one thing, and they're creeps. So there are 6 of them in total. You got the main segment, which, like Vicious Circles, is just annoying. It's just these dupers trying to find these tapes, and that's it. They get picked up one by one, and it's unsatisfying. I want to see these dudes die on screen, not cut away. It's just stupid. Absolutely stupid. Number 5, Second Honeymoon. Well, I do like the twist at the end. It still doesn't save the fact that the husband in the movie is kind of misogynistic. I mean, he treats his wife like she's nothing, and that's pretty much it. I mean, am I supposed to root for this guy? No, it's dumb. Next up is Tuesday the 17th. And yeah, it is pretty over the top how they portray the teenage boys here. and it is a pretty cool monster, so I'll give it that. But hey, at least it's fun over the top stuff. Next up is The Sick Thing That Happened to Emily When She Was Younger. Long ass title. I loved the creepy build up. I like the main character, and I like the subtlety of how her friend is portrayed. Yeah, so it's pretty fun. Number 2 is 10/31/98, the 10th of October 1998. And these are probably the nicest men in this film so far. I mean, they're just trying to help this girl, and it turns out she's possessed. And one fun fact, there was an alternate ending where they survived. Them dying here was pretty sad to me. I mean, they seem like nice dudes going out for a fun time, but they get punished for trying to save someone. Pretty sad. So yeah, pretty fun segment. But my favorite segment in the film is Amateur Night. I mean, it was so good that it got its own film called Siren. I like Lily. She's a fun, she's interesting, intimidating, and badass. And I like the men she takes out in this movie, who are pretty much perverted creeps. I'll tell you what. So yeah, it's my favorite segment in the movie, and the one that kicks off the segments part of the franchise. So yeah, as they say, the first time is always the best. So yeah, apart from all that, the way they portray the males in this film kind of unnerves me at times. But hey, there are different subtleties. I mean, you got the ones who are just after one thing, you got the gaslighting ones, then you got the nice dudes, then you got the cartoonish ones, and you got the not so nice husband. So yeah, while the film is okay, it is better than Viral, that's for sure. Number 5, VHS 2. Yeah, I say the second one is better than the first. I like the way how it pretty much copies the first movie, but done with a more interesting take. And the 5 segments that has, well, there are 2 that I love the most. Actually, no, make that 3. Okay, number 5 is Safe Haven. And I can't say what the plotting of this one is, but let's just say it involves a cult and a certain word I can't say because this video will definitely get demonetized if I say it. But it's something different, but it's just pure unadulterated misery, and my least favorite segment in the film. Next up, we got Tape 49, which is pretty much Tape 56, but done better. That's it. Next up is Phase 1 Clinical Trials, and I like the way it's presented. The whole, ghosts will appear in a certain machined part of your organ. Particularly for the main character, it's his eyes. So yeah, kind of interesting. Next one is A Ride in the Park, and it's pretty much the zombie apocalypse. And I love the way it's shot from the main character's perspective as he becomes a zombie, and yeah, the way it's told is beautifully done. It pretty much, you're in the character's shoes, being the zombie, and just experiencing what the other characters are like. So yeah, I think it's solid. But my number 1 favorite segment in the film is Slumber Party Alien Abduction, which, like Amateur Night, also got its own movie called Alien vs. Kids, which I've heard is pretty good. Honestly, like Ride in the Park, it's shot from someone's perspective, and it is creepy as hell. I mean, these aliens are not here to play. I mean, they attack these poor kids and adopt them. There's even one where it's shot from the perspective of the family dog, and it's really terrifying. Honestly, this is probably the most terrifying segment in the entire series, with Beyond being a perfect example. I'll get to that in a bit. So yeah, I think this is my favorite segment in the film. So yeah. Well, it is a vast improvement of the first one. It does have one problem with being Safe Haven being my least favorite, but hey, it's still a good sequel. And trust me, the the series does get better from here. Extra viral, but hey, you get my point. Coming up at number 4, we got VHS 99. And I have to say, this one, while a downgrade from 94, I'll get to that one, it's still a pretty good flick. It has pretty much 3 of my favorite segments. So, coming in dead last is the Gawkers. Pretty much the men from the original VHS, but does slightly better, with a pretty cool creature who's pretty much Medusa. And it's not exactly subtle. I mean, I kind of like the way the segment plays out. You think it's gonna be stop motion, but hey, it's a nice fake out. So yeah, my least favorite segment, but it's not the worst one. Number 4, we've got Shedding, where pretty much it's a rock band trying to bring to life the original band who sadly are in the afterlife. But and not surprisingly, they get attacked. Well, I'm kind of split on the group. At least the actors do good with what they're given. And the way they get taken out is pretty satisfying, at least. 3, we've got To Hell and Back, which is honestly a really great segment. I like the setup, I like the atmosphere, and Mabel is creepy. I swear, there's a shot where she tells him to shush and the lightning pops out in the background. That is a legit creepy shot, and honestly, that is just a ton of fun. And given it's set around the countdown to New Year's, it adds to the tension of them trying to get back, or else they get stuck in hell forever. Hence the title. Number 2 will be Ozzy's Dungeon, and this one is a ton of fun. I mean, it's pretty much a family getting revenge on the host that hurt their daughter, and they want to grant her wish. And it ends on a pretty disturbing note. As it turns out, the daughter just wants to be free. I mean, she hates what her family has done, and that's quite interesting to me. But my number 1 pick, which I once again can't say because it has a certain word in it that gets me demonetized. But I have to say, the way it's set up is disturbing. Content warning for those who are arachnophobic and claustrophobic, because you're gonna be terrified watching this segment. I mean, I felt shivers running down my spine as this poor girl who wants to be accepted does this terrifying thing and pretty much dies for it. But hey, at least she gets revenge on those horrible girls. So yeah, I like this segment. Once again, I can't say, but hey, it's very creepy. So yeah, while 99 may not be among the best film in the series, it's still a pretty great flick. And given the next 3, that's saying a lot. Coming up at number 3 is VHS 85. Yeah, pretty much a vast improvement over 99. It's got a fun ton of moments, and it pretty much does a great interpretation of the 80s. Starting it at number 6 is Total Copy. It's nice, it's creepy, but it feels like it goes on for a bit too long. Next up, we have Dream Kill, which, yeah, pretty much takes inspiration from The Black Phone, with Jane Ryan's own being in both films. While it has a nice buildy touch-up, the way it's set out is kind of far-fetched to me. So yeah, not the worst segment, but hey, it's something different at least. Next up, we have TKNOGD, or pretty much Technogod. And the way it's set up and the choreography, testing on the poor girl with the virtual reality is really well done. Next up, we have God of Death, which is pretty much set around a real-life earthquake incident where firefighters fight to try and help survivors and get out, but it turns out there's a bit of dark forces at work. So yeah, good segment. Now, here we have Ambrosia, and I'm actually going to tie this to the number 1 segment because they are connected. So pretty much this family, how do I put this? Reminds me of the family in Hell of a Boss. Yeah, back in episode 1, Murder Family, where they're pretty much, well, a cult. And yeah, the main girl, she's pretty much cursed to be immortal for the rest of her life. And yeah, given what she did to the people during my number 1 favorite segment, it's kind of what she deserved. Speaking of which, number 1, No Wake, is my favorite segment in the film. It's all about it's just pretty much young teenagers trying to have a good time, but it turns out they merged up with water that pretty much gives them immortality, but given the way they were killed, some more physical than others, they can't. They have to stay that way forever. It's kind of disturbing, but it's a fun time. Props to those actors. So yeah, I think VHS is a pretty good installment, but compared to the next 2, it's pretty good enough. And coming at number 2 is VHS Beyond. And if you watched my 2024 movies ranking, it's no surprise that it is this high. And in fact, it was in my top 10. And that's pretty fun. Honestly, there is so much to talk about. It has pretty much 4 out of the 6 segments that are fun. Abduction Adduction is kinda off to me, but hey, at least does something different. We have Stork, which pretty much a horrific version of the yeah, remember that story you were told how humans are made? Yeah. This is a dark version of the Stork tale. I can tell you that. Now we have Stowaway, and honestly, the space, pretty much the gravity and the space segments parts of the segment is beautiful. How they got these shots is amazing. Chef's Kiss are gorgeous, and it ends on a dark note. Number 3, we got Dream Girl. Pretty much a android in Bollywood. And yeah, it's a ton of fun. With one kill in it that I can't say in graphic detail, but it's a pretty fun kill. So I have to say, it's a pretty fun segment. Number 2, we have Fur Babies, and the main villain in this segment, I forgot her name, pretty much gives a very fun, disturbing performance, and the way she torments her victims is disturbing. You're unsettling, very unsettling. But my number 1 favorite is Live and Let Die, and if you're afraid of heights, well, prepare yourselves for this one. It's pretty much a bunch of skydivers trying to have a good time, but they're attacked by aliens, and one of them is shot from the perspective of the skydiver, and it is freaky. It's pretty much full on from his perspective, shot from the plane, and pretty much skydiving. It is beautiful and disturbing and freaky at the same time. If you're afraid of heights, then I suggest not watching the segment. But it is beautifully done. So yeah, VHS Beyond is honestly a great installment in the series. And given it's only a year old, that's no pretty small feat. But there is one film in the series that I consider my personal favorite, and it is a ton of fun. My favorite film in the series is VHS 94. Honestly, everything about it is great. I love the way it's set up. The segments are great. And starting with my least favorite, but still a pretty good segment, Terror, where a bunch of bunkers are trying to hold a vampire. And it's a fun segment. Probably the least memorable, but hey, it's still a fun segment nonetheless. Next up, we have Holy Hell, the main segment. And yeah, I like the way it's shot. It's got a cool concept, and the execution at the end, no pun intended, is a fun time. Number 3, we have The Empty Wake. Pretty much, a woman has to guard a dead body at a funeral, and that's pretty much it. You have to watch the segment to find out the creepiness of this one, but it's a fun time, and I love the main actor. Number 2, we have Storm Drain, and I love the way this is shot. I mean, the reporter just wanting to talk to Ratma. Hail Ratma! And it has probably my favorite kill in the series. I can't say without getting into graphic detail, but it is an absolute shock and brutal at the same time. Hail Ratma. But my number one favorite segment in the film, and probably my favorite segment in the series, the subject. Honestly, the dark way they do this one is horrific. This woman is tormented and pretty much roboticized. And the way it's shot from her perspective is dark, freaky, and very unpleasant. But you root for this girl all the way, and it is cool, and it's just cool. It's just freaking cool. So yeah, the subject is my number one favorite segment in the series. And I hope the new film, VHS Halloween, has great segments that can top these ones. And I can't wait to watch VHS Halloween sometime this year, but when that happens, I hope it reaches the top 10 like VHS Beyond did. And that's the end of the video, folks. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to come with videos like this. Speaking of which, later today, I'm gonna do something that Nostalgia Critic is doing for his October Halloween videos. Do one Halloween video every single Friday of this month. And starting with that later today is my top 10 favorite horror villains. Keep an eye out for that video. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.